Anyway, interrupted as usual. Can't get one freaking minute. That was what, 2-3 minutes to myself. Fuck. I forgot. Anyway, yeah, that's what it was. When it's that difficult, like, it's always been difficult for me to do a routine. That I'm used to. I don't even give a shit. Okay? I know I don't know the moves, and even though I can do them if I'm just freeballing it, if I am watching someone and trying to do what they're doing, I can't fucking do it. It takes 45 times of me doing it to learn how to do it. It is freaking ridiculous. I hate forgetting shit, and I do it all the time. I'm done. But this is the problem with that. Like, and by that I mean because I know that it all plays a role. So if I can take the time and put 30, that was 30 minutes. That was a 30-minute video. If I can take 30 minutes every single freaking night and do something like this, meditate some nights, whatever, it doesn't even matter. Do yoga once I can. But knowing that when I go to try to dance, again, something I love to do, alongside singing and writing and all that shit, and I realize I'm so hit, like, literally, okay, so it was a miracle. First, when I first started dancing, whatever one of the first moves was, the whole right side of my back, all the way down my legs, my sciatic nerve started, it was, I can't even explain it because I feel like, well, I was busy, so I kind of distracted myself. I danced through it. I didn't stop. I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm hurting. Like, I knew it's going to stop. So I want to say it was like instantaneous. It was like 30 seconds, or it might have been more, but I feel like it was only like 30 seconds. I started hurting freaking bad. And then just, like, I knew I'm going to work it out. So, I'm doing all the hip moves because it's all tied in right there in that lower back area, especially my right hip where it's like super tight. So it's just so eye-opening, and it's not like in movies where they're like, they make some big gesture or statement and then you see them in that like montage and they're like changing, their whole world's flipped upside down, they're a whole new person. That's not reality. All the things you don't see in between there, there's just a lot you don't see. There's a lot of stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. I mean, y'all know, you've watched me, some of you for the most part, start and then just drop completely off, and then start again, and then drop completely off. And it's like, it's really hard. It's all the teeny tiny small steps from, go to when you get where you're going. People are like, oh, I can't imagine me here, can't imagine me there. Well, guess what? That's because who you are right now isn't ready to be there. So, if you're like, like people from the ghetto or from whatever, poverty, and they become rich and famous, okay? And they're like, dude, I never would have pictured. Of course you wouldn't have. That's the thing, is you're not that person already that you're gonna be when you get there. Anyway, so that's just, it's not like in the movies, but that's how I feel. I feel like and it feels so stupid. But it's like, I'm done for like the umpteenth time, but nobody wants to live this way. Like, miserable, no matter how it is, whether it's from body issues, psychological issues, personal issues, whatever it is. Nobody wants to, whatever. be miserable or feel out of place, or, you know, we all just want to be happy, but everyone like clings to something to have their happiness until they awaken or whatever, and like really stay on the road to building it, to making it. I feel like I just need to like have a massive breakdown or something. And I mean, that's part of why I'm doing this in the dark, obviously, and it's not on live, because like I said, I just need to like do this. Like, people don't want to be vulnerable, and they don't want to let things out, and they're not safe with other people. And I'm like a really big bird on the branch person, that like the bird's not afraid of the branch breaking because, you know, they can fly, they can take care of themselves. So it's like I'm working on that in a lot of ways. Like, some ways I've got that down, but other ways it's like I'm still so emotionally closed off. So I mean, this isn't as vulnerable of a thing that I could do if it was like a Facebook Live, but first of all, it's like almost midnight, so who the heck's online? And again, I don't want anyone to feel like they have to say something, and I don't want to respond. So like, as far as comments and lives go, I don't want to deal with that. I know there's people on this planet who go through the same things I do. I know there is. I know there are persons who hold everything in, and even if it seems like they actually let everything out, the person you think says the most is saying a lot less than they could. And the one who says that they're saying it all is a liar, and typically shallow AF. Because if they had an ounce of depth in them, they would know things are far too deep for them to know and say it all. So, anyway, yeah, I just had to do this. So, got a Christmas tree up. It's really pretty and I love it. Kind of like, I feel like this is like the cleansing. Get rid of all that, hopefully. That instability and horribleness. Oh, I can make it crazy again for sure. And then grow back, blossoming and all that jazz. So, anyway, peace.